Welcome, folks. I believe we're on episode 4 of we're on episode 5 of Inside. We'll start with a nice blooper at the start of the episode. I just showed Matt the Lil Nas X song video, Montero, and he does not know what to think right now about it in particular.
I'm still processing on that one.
I recommended that if you like avant-garde stuff, that it is a good video to go watch, but it is definitely different. But yeah, now we're going to be back to the adventures of George here, so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what's over here, if there's anything worth anything. Kind of just goes on. Well, hold on. Is that a wall?
Mm-hmm.
It looks... Yeah, okay, there's barbed wire on it, so I'm not even going to attempt to try and get up. Yeah, that was an experience.
Yeah.
And I was just making a comment to Dave off camera that there's a lot of experiences that I'm feeling today between the Lil Nas X song and the this game. There's a lot going on in my life. So all right.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, and we're cooking over this way, seeing what's going on. Since we're kind of still on the topic of music, Dave, has there been some new music that you've kind of been jamming quite a bit recently, or are you just kind of jamming just stuff every once in a while?
So I always forget their name because they have a bit of a different name. There's a band called Royal Republic that I've been listening to. They're Volbeat-esque while also being other stuff.
That name rings a bell.
Yeah. They randomly popped up on a Spotify thing.
Interesting.
I wouldn't. Oh, yeah, there's water there. Okay, you're good. And you get your submarine back.
Hey!
Yay. So you might have to go down below.
Yeah. Oh, God. What the fuck was that?
Get to your submarine is all I'm saying.
I am getting...
I knew that was coming somewhere, but I couldn't remember exactly where it happens. Just cleared it.
Okay. I might actually have to give them a shot, but I've been listening a couple of different things recently.
Yeah, sorry, I should have asked back.
No, you're fine. Shameless plug. But another buddy of Dave's and mine, another buddy of Dave's and mine who goes by the name Gabe because that's his name. We're actually we're doing a music review podcast called Tentacle, and we actually have the first episode of that on Podbean as well as on Spotify. We've got it on a couple.
No hentai involved, by the way, as far as I know.
No, unfortunately. That's going to be later on in this show. It's also on Spotify. A couple of different places we're planning to get it on. We actually did a Day to Remember record. And I've actually been listening to a couple of different records for that podcast. A Day to Remember, New Chevelle, if you're familiar. Also,
I am, yes.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, we got a couple coming up pretty soon. There's a band called Love and Death. You're familiar with the band Korn, right?
Yeah.
Head from Korn, that's his other band.
I don't know who Head is in Korn, but okay.
I think guitarist?
Oh, okay. Somebody in Korn.
Yes. Yeah, and it's actually a spoiler alert, it's a good record.
Oh, good.
So a couple different things that I've been listening to.
That's the bottom of the sea.
Yep. Okay, that's not the way to go.
There was that button back there, I think. That's going to be your best bet, but I think you have to get out to hit it.
Yeah.
If I recall, you can get out underwater. Wait, maybe not.
We're gonna hit the button.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna swim back to the top.
Getting your submarine again.
Sub.
I think you need to be, but I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. I think you can go between those bars, maybe? Nope. Okay, I lied.
Hold on.
Maybe you need the submarine on that side of it.
That could be.
Yeah, see if you can still go hit the button. That's what I would do. Just see if you can yeet yourself over. Nope.
It's a pretty good jump, though.
Yeah.
Right,
I think
we'll
it's a
just
bit
kinda-
too high, though.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll go back over this way. We'll get out of the sub. We'll hit the button. Just recently, though, is Lamb of God did a reissue or a deluxe edition of their newest record, and
By the way, we're not being paid by any of these bands.
yeah, so I kind of want to get it because it's the self-titled record, but it's also got a bonus track, and they did a couple of live streams.
Nice.
One of them was actually both of them might have been them playing. No, one of them was them playing through the newest record, and then they did a complete playthrough of one of their older records.
Nice.
So I'm kind of thinking about possibly pulling the trigger and getting that.
Sweet.
I love me some Lamb of God. I mean, I do have a Lamb of God tattoo.
And a t-shirt on.
And a t-shirt. I promise it wasn't planned.
Sure.
Alright, now we're gonna swim over this way.
Hey, door open.
We're gonna climb over
That's
this.
it. I don't think you can take the submarine.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, because it looks like that's... okay, no, it's just the reflection of that door.
Yep. I still think you have to go down, though, because you look like that.
Wait, I have an idea.
I mean, maybe you can. This is how you break the game.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sweet. That works. That works.
I genuinely enjoy the eating of my fucking sub. Oh, hi, thing.
Good, you figured out the mechanic. Of keep the light on her.
There's a desk chair. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Good lumbar support. Actually, probably not on that particular desk chair. You might just want to book it to the right.
I was gonna try and yeet myself and run it.
Say
Up.
you're trying to kill her. This is how you die. You get too close to the kitchen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just yeet myself this way.
But so be careful.
Uh-huh. Meow.
That was slightly disconcerting that you couldn't see her.
Oh, pardon.
Oh, you're good. Let him loose. Only being recorded, it'll be fine.
Yeah, right? Angry, scary fish lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. looks like I might be yeeting myself upwards.
Uh-oh.
No!
Uh-oh.
No! No!
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And now you're dead.
Yup. I figured it out.
The eating part?
Well, not so much the yeet. I mean, something related to the yeeting.
Yeet related.
Yeet related.
Get that on a t-shirt. Yeet related.
Yeet related.
Yep, there you go.
That's what I needed to do. Because now I don't have her to worry about.
Suddenly she appears.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, was that right in there? Yeah, that should work. There you go.
Ew.
I think there's a surface there you can go up to. Yep, there it is.
It's a beach.
Walking on the beach. Sorry. I forget the actual line from SpongeBob, but
Okay. So you started doing the tempo, and it reminded me of a video on YouTube. I wonder. I'll have to show you after this, but you might know what I'm talking about. Okay, there's a light off in the distance, which it doesn't look like a button that I can press.
just throw a shoe at it. Just chuck it.
Just yeet it. Like,
ominous door.
no kidding.
Don't trust it after the last one of.
Hey,
You live.
there's somebody. It's kind of sketchy.
It's probably a zombie.
Probably. I don't like that light over there. I don't like that light one bit. We're just gonna keep on running, keep on running, keep on running.
Let's keep walking.
These are some buttons. There's a light switch and a zombie. 2 zombies. About 19.
Walk a little closer to the. See? You see what you need to do.
Okay, hold on. Keeps shaking, which isn't super.
It's not exactly very encouraging.
No. Okay. Yeah, because I kept seeing the number changed as I moved. It's over this way. Okay, there's a chain.
A little too high.
Yep. There's that.
Giant railroad cars.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not gonna move.
That would be impressive if you could do that
I
by
would
yourself.
be very impressed if George was able to move that.
George is yoked.
George is over here just showing off.
Well,
Okay, so
he just hulks out on
the Incredible George.
Yeah.
Okay, there's some lights back there. What's over this way? There's a wheel.
We believe in you, George.
Okay, that's not super.
Now you're stuck forever.
Right? Okay, there's a ladder, so I can at least get back up, but I just need to... Oh, some zombie stuff. Come on. Yep, I know. You're. There we are. There's nothing here.
Except air, you know.
Except air.
The thing you need to live.
Come on, George. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna get right up in here.
Hey.
Nope, not quite.
Jumping a little later.
Nope, that was a little too early.
Yep. There you go.
There we go. Right?
Or should this be circus music, since, you know, this is more like Man on the Flying Trapeze than anything else?
Joke's on us, we're actually playing Pitfall.
Yep. Oh, yeah, totally. I'd be so down, dude. Dude, I never played the original that much, but I played the hell out of the Super Nintendo version. Now they follow you.
Zombie time.
You're building an army.
I am down with building a zombie army.
Build me an army worthy of George.
Zombies, yeet me. I mean, it almost worked.
I mean, that worked. Then you just jumped again.
Yep. Alright.
Yep.
And now we've got...
Wait,
which? There we go. I just had to remember which way the wheel... Yeah, I had that issue the last episode. Actually, I guess it was earlier this episode.
Going up?
Going up.
Of course, when you're standing, you'll be getting hit by that handle on that wheel.
I know exactly what these guys are for. Ooh, let's go. And I think this would be a good place to call it for an episode.
Yeah, looks like it. We'll find out what we need the zombies for next time. Or at least Matt will.
Yep.
I know already.
Till the next time, you
we'll
guys.
see you next time.